So MSF has such a wide variety of different commands, and they all have well-defined name conventions that will help you to rule the framework. So let's have a look. Core commands. These are the basic commands of Metasploit. You can use them to make general purpose as well as framework level tasks. Module commands. They're there to help you move between modules and to pass values to the variables. You can view and use a module with these commands. Job commands are basically used for interacting with your sessions to view the status of the jobs that you've started. Resource script commands allow you to record and to run your own scripts to automate your routines. Developer commands allow you to edit the files and interact with Ruby. Database commands are, like we were talking about before, importing and exporting as well as the connection to a database. With these commands, that's where you're going to save your findings. And the credential commands are used when you activate database, and they help you to store and get credentials found while you're doing your penetration testing. So I chose some sets so that you get the basic idea about how to use them. So why don't we go ahead and jump into Kali to see them in action. Go ahead and open your terminal and just write MSFConsole. So this time, you see that I don't put the Q as a parameter because, well, I don't want to view that banner. Banners are these funny things here. You can change them every time by typing the banner command. But believe me, that's not the actual fun part. You're going to find the real fun in later modules, but I want to make sure that you're well-versed in the basics. So I'll choose to divide the MSFConsole commands into groups to show you in a more meaningful way and make it clear. So, okay, let's start. Color command will provide a colorful output if you enable it. Now, by default, it is enabled, and you may disable it for whatever reason you like. I'm going to enable it by putting in color true. Now, to view the MSF version, just type the version command. All right, so this is my installation version when I was recording the course. And then beside MSFConsole commands, the interface allows you to execute Linux system commands. Now, I don't know if it's the same in Windows, but on Linux, you have this flexibility. I can change my directory, view it, or I can check my IP address. But anyway, I think you get the point. So you still have questions about the commands? All right, so type this into the console, and it will help you. Or just put help, and you'll see the same output. Now let's say this is not enough, and you want some specific info about a particular command. Type help, and then the command name. So for example, help workspace, or maybe help help. There's only so much it can do. Okay, so type help search, and then let's have a look at the search command help output. So this command will really be helpful to find a module, and you're going to use it many times. It's okay, you just stick in a search term, and you'll see the result. And as you can see from the help screen, you can also be more specific while you're searching. So let's type in search name Java. Now, that, as you see, will bring up many Java-related modules to the screen. Let's search name Java, rank excellent, date 2011. Okay, so only 3 results. So obviously you can narrow the result by being more specific. Okay, so the next thing is grepping. You can grep the output of this command like this. Metasploit also records your history like bash, so it has a history file. And with the history command, you can view what you have entered in the MSFConsole just like that. Here you can see some of my previous commands. But you can also save all the outputs, not only to history. So look at the spool command. We'll type spool and then the output file name, and then it will save everything. Spool desktop msf.log. So now whatever you see in MSFConsole will be saved to that file. So let's cat this file. And there it is, it saves everything. Here you might want to type spool stop, but I'm not going to do that now. In a penetration test, you may also configure the Metasploit according to your needs. And you are allowed to save your configuration by simply typing the save command, and then your configuration will be saved to that file. Now here, because I'm not making any change to the default settings, you won't see anything. But if you finish your work with Metasploit, you can then quit. By using quit or the exit command, you can close up Metasploit and exit just like that.